So, artificial intelligence, it's not some sci fi thing anymore. It is here and it's making its way into our kids' classrooms. Now, while that sounds pretty futuristic and exciting, it also, opens up a whole lot of questions for parents. How is this actually going to be used? Is my kids' data safe? And the big one, will it actually help them learn or will it just teach them how to get around the work? Okay, let's really dive into this. To get a real handle on what's on parents' minds, we're going to look at some actual questions that a concerned parent sent to their school. And then we'll break down how the official policies are being built to answer them, point by point. And this right here is the heart of the matter, isn't it? This quote from a parent's letter really frames everything we're about to talk about. The number one concern is making sure this new tech supports and doesn't replace those fundamental skills our kids absolutely need. So let's tackle that head on. So the first huge question on everyone's mind is, what does this look like in the classroom day to day? Is AI going to become a crutch that actually gets in the way of real learning? Well, the policies being put into place are designed to make sure the answer to that is a hard no. First off, what are we even talking about here? Let's get on the same page. The Utah AI framework has a really great, simple definition. We're talking about generative AI. These are basically tools that can create new stuff, like text or images, because they've learned patterns from a ton of data. Think of it like you're teaching a computer to be creative just by showing it millions of examples. Now, what's really cool is seeing how schools actually plan on using this. It's not about just getting the answer. Imagine a student who's stuck on a math concept. Well, AI could act like a personalized tutor, giving them practice problems until it finally clicks. Or what about a student who has amazing ideas but struggles to get them organized? AI can help them build an outline. See? It's a support tool, not a replacement for their own brain power. And this slide lays out the rules of the road perfectly. The framework is super clear on this. Using AI to brainstorm ideas? Thumbs up. Using it to copy and paste an essay? Absolutely not. Getting some extra help? Great. Relying on it for everything? Nope. So the schools are actively trying to teach responsible use while drawing a very clear line against cheating. This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? The whole philosophy is humans in the loop. The technology might be a tool, but the teacher is still the expert, the mentor, the one actually doing the inspiring. AI is just another tool in their toolbox, kind of like a calculator or a smartboard. It's there to help, not take over. Okay, let's pivot to the next huge concern for pretty much every parent out there. What is happening with my child's data? Who gets to see it? Where is it going? And is it being kept safe? Here it is, the foundational promise stated loud and clear in the official policy. Any information that can be used to identify a student will not be shared with those big public AI systems we use online. These school systems are meant to be closed environments. And this promise isn't just a nice idea, it's backed up by some serious federal and state laws that have been protecting student privacy for years. Laws like FERPA and COPPA, they're the foundation that all these new AI policies are built on. They're just extending those same protections to cover this new technology. So this gets right back to that parent's letter. What rights do you have? Well, the framework makes it clear. Parents will be told what's being collected, and in some cases, the school will have to get your consent. The whole system is being built with transparency in mind. All right, let's hit the next big one, safety. How are schools keeping an eye on what kids are doing with these AI tools, and how do they make sure the content they see is actually appropriate? Let's look at a concrete example from Lincoln Academy. They're using a tool called School AI. And the key thing to understand is that this isn't the Wild West of the internet. It's more like a walled garden, a secure space where everything is happening with a teacher supervising. And this shows you that safety net in action. The system is built to be proactive. So if a student searches for something they shouldn't, it doesn't just block it. It also shoots an alert to school staff. And that's huge because it allows an educator to step in, have a conversation, and turn a risky moment into a teachable one. And at the end of the day, the teacher is the ultimate gatekeeper. They're the ones in charge. They design the assignments, they lead the lessons, and they make sure that whatever the AI is used for fits the curriculum and is right for the kids in their classroom. So when you put it all together, the focus on real learning, the strong privacy rules, the safety measures, you start to see a clear strategy taking shape. This isn't about jumping on a tech trend blindly, and it's not about banning it out of fear either. It's about finding a smart, balanced way to move forward. And this really gets to the why of it all. Why not just ban AI and avoid all the hassle? Well, because knowing how to use these tools is quickly becoming a critical skill for the future. The whole point is to teach our kids how to be smart, responsible, and ethical users of AI, preparing them for the world they're actually going to work in. So, these policies are a really solid start, but let's be honest, this technology is moving at lightning speed. And that's the main takeaway here. This has to be an ongoing conversation. As AI keeps changing, that dialogue between parents and schools is going to be more important than ever, so we can all figure out what comes next together.